Welcome to the Forbidden Zone. I am the God King Chimulchangguapo. Listen again, and your co-host. But allow me to introduce to you your host for all things conspiracy, Illuminati, and New World Order. I give you the Illuminatiest.
So today we'll be talking about the flat earth theory.
Well, that was a short episode.
No, there's actually support for both sides, flat and globe, but it's the conspiracy that's most interesting to us.
It's not really a conspiracy though, is it? The Earth is round.
It's actually not, and the basis for the flat earth theory is that the globe earth is a conspiracy. But this is a conspiracy within a conspiracy, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
The Earth isn't round?
It's a potato shape. There are some interdimensional aspects and some aspects that defy physics, particularly the interior of the Earth, where the underground civilizations live.
You just said it's potato-shaped.
Yeah, it's not a sphere.
So, what is the conspiracy we're concerned with?
The flat earthers believe that the globists and NASA are behind this vast conspiracy, stretching over hundreds of years to deceive the public and make them think the Earth is a globe.
For what reason? What do the globists get out of the deception?
Globe sales? It's unclear. They seem to fall either in the religious "the Bible told me so" camp, or the "it's a vast conspiracy and the scientists are behind the great experiment" camp.
Is that true?
Which one?
Either of them.
Well, the Bible can be interpreted to say the Earth is flat. The Bible can also be interpreted to say that aliens have visited and guided civilization, because it does. So the Bible can also be interpreted to say that the Earth is a globe, a cube, a rhombus, and a Mobius strip. It's notoriously inaccurate when it comes to some details.
And the conspiracy?
Well, that's a little more difficult because their claim is that there's a cabal of people who built the flat Earth and the dome and are running it like a big experiment.
Wait, wouldn't we know about that?
Well, yeah, because we'd be the ones behind it. Aren't you along for the ride with me? How do you not know all of this?
I tend to check out when you're working, or in a conference, or really about any time that it's not interesting or entertaining.
Where do you go?
Back to the afterlife. It's basically a non-stop party of gods and heroes. Even that gets a little dry. I like to see what's going on back in the plane of living.
Well, that's interesting. Well, that's the sound of a finished chip. Let's go ahead and get down and collect him, get him started on his next project. Why don't you listen in on what happened to Chip today? Chip, what are you doing down on the flight deck?
One of the gremlins got loose again. I tracked it down to Hangar Alpha.
Hangar Alpha? Isn't that the one where we keep the Boeing 727 from Luanda, Angola?
You used more than 4 words in a sentence. You lost him.
The gremlins are harmless. It's a non-working plane. Get back to the Chimera's cage. Finish mucking it out.
I don't know. He's tinkering with something in one engine.
There's no fuel in the line. Back out of the hangar. Back to the mucking.
Hold on. I'll get a closer look.
Have you considered that he doesn't speak English?
Well, he speaks it. I can understand him.
So maybe a processing issue.
Maybe he has his finger down on the transmit button and can't hear us.
It looks like he's building a nest.
Chip, can you hear me?
Yeah, boss.
Don't look at me. I got nothing.
Chip, if it's nesting, it may be female. Slowly back out and leave.
You're just trying to trick me back into mucking the stall out.
No, I'm ordering you to go back and clean the stall out. I'm trying to save your life.
Do you think there are baby gremlins in there?
Didn't we just go through this with the chuds?
He's not recreated through the teleporter with full memories. He only has the ones from the day we first scanned him in. I don't think we want to share the deaths with him. He'd be too traumatized to work.
So it's easier to just recreate him each time than try and get him to stop doing stupid stuff.
Exactly.
It's evil. I like it.
Chip? Chip?
Boss, the gremlin is sitting on my chest. It's staring directly into my eyes. What should I do?
I don't know. Never been that close to one before.
It's licking me.
That must be unpleasant.
He might survive this one. Maybe it likes him.
That would be a nice change of...
It's eating my face! It's eating my face!
So close. Computer,
Yes, boss.
Chip managed to die again. He's down in Hangar Alpha.
Again, boss?
Yep, messing with a gremlin. Can you get Robot to go down there, clean up the remains, and get us a new chip?
Yes, boss. Right away.
The rumors are true. Apes have taken over a foreign government in South America. While they are capable of speech, and their decision-making is advanced enough for us to recognize that they are capable of doing a better job than some humans, these are not the predicted end-of-the-world apes, and we can safely ignore their demands. For now. In other animal news, we have confirmed that a pod of dolphins did in fact capsize a fishing vessel in a seeming attempt to free a friend. What makes this unusual is that the dolphins then strung the crew up in nets and sent them back towards land. This was not an Atlantean initiative, and there are no ties to the Poseidon terrorist organization. Sometimes things happen, folks, and there's really no conspiracy behind them. Seriously.
Today's episode on Flat Earth is sponsored, ironically enough, by NASA. We're not worried about the government missing a measly $1 million or so from a budget, considering they lose track of hundreds of billions a year, and don't seem concerned. And of course we know where those hundreds of billions go, but diverting funds for the Illuminati from the Illuminati is tricky. So it's easier just to keep going back to the source. The United States federal government. A fat pig that won't die no matter how much you bleed it.
So tell me more about this double conspiracy.
Well, that's the rub. The goal of the Flat Earth conspiracy is twofold. One is to get the adherents to believe that there is a vast conspiracy where there is no conspiracy, thus making them look in directions where there's nothing going on. In addition, it gets them to question both reality and basic scientific validity, which means that all reality and all scientific validity is questioned.
Wait, this sounds like you are telling me...
Yep, Discordians at work.
So Discordians are behind the Flat Earth.
Chaos with no purpose, disruption for disruption's sake. Although...
Yes?
Well, there's enough of an absurd laugh factor that I would believe one of the reptilian groups are behind it. But at the end of the day, this isn't a real conspiracy in that there's a flat Earth with a dome. The real conspiracy was getting humans to believe that the flat Earth theory was real.
And it worked.
And it worked. So if a 21st century human will believe something as absurd as this, then they'll believe... Well, that's the alarm that says they're on to us, and I once again have to wrap this up and get back to something that doesn't draw attention. Good luck. We will be communicating with you again.